what? I'm gonna scold at my generation. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I'm doing this out of love, unless if you've done anything irredeemable. Well, in that case, well, I'm saying that out of hatred. But anyway, this is not my gameplay. I just really like the aesthetic of hearing people blackpill while playing FPS games in the background. For superficial reasons, I'm relieving my stress by ranting so that I don't break out. But my generation sometimes gets to a point where I want nothing to do with it, specifically with a constant need for external validation. Okay, look, it is okay to seek validation, that is normal, especially when you've done something to earn that respect. But when people cannot go a day without hearing their phone buzz every 3 seconds, it bothers me. I understand if you've worked hard on something or if you're passionate, but my generation expects validation just for existing. And after they receive that validation, they get extremely clouded by their ego for some reason, and then they focus entirely on their external, and then they completely neglect their internal. Then they wonder why they can't have long-lasting relationships, why all of their connections are superficial, why they are slowly deteriorating, right, in real time, and no one is supposed to say anything about it. We're not supposed to say it, we're just supposed to accept that. People mask it as confidence, and as soon as anyone has any negative thing to say about it, they spiral. You asked a question, you received an answer. Why does this bother you? You shared an intimate detail with the public. You forget that the internet is not only full of degenerates and normal people frequent these sites as well. Why are you pissed? Self-improvement is like fun and all, but it also feels lonely because I know I can't save anyone, right? And I know people have felt the same about me at one point when I didn't want help, but my God, yesterday, this is bad. Like, it's bad, all right? And I'm pissed because of what it's doing to the youth as well. And I'm tired of people being extremely vague when talking to other people, and then as soon as the recipient does not get the memo, now the other person is in the wrong? No, you never specified what was wrong. You teach the younger generation to victimize themselves and walk on eggshells around other people. For an example, sometimes I'd receive compliments, right, from people who are younger than me. They'd follow it by saying, "Sorry if it's weird." Excuse me? This is what I'm talking about. My generation has made it so hard to decipher between something wholesome and something creepy, something weird. I'm tired. There's no reason for people to have social anxiety at such young ages. Now that everyone of every age group is on these like forsaken platforms, they have been taught very young that external validation is what they should strive for. This is predatory and affects both sexes. This affects the men because younger and younger, they're learning early on that if they're not making 10 figures by the time they're 20, then it's over. No one will love them, etc. With women, if you do not look the specific way, then it's over. No one will love them, etc. With men, they're conditioned in the same way that women have. If you don't look the specific way, then it's over. No one will ever love them, etc. Yes, looks and presentation do matter, right? I'm not negating that. Nobody is negating that, right? But people are so focused on that to the point where they start to neglect every other aspect of their lives. Now that our generation puts external validation on this high pedestal, even at their own detriment, even at our own detriment, this affects young people as well. On the YouTube community tab, which is an entire cesspool on its own, my God, I've been seeing things go around of people posting selfies captioned huz or chuz. I came across one of these and looked at the comment section. The first comment that I agreed with it said, "Get off the internet and stop seeking validation from strangers." True, this is the most liked comment. People are starting to become aware of how dangerous this trend is. But some of the replies summarize what I've been trying to say. The person who made the post did not take kindly to what was being said. Okay, the commenter replied back this. And OP decided to say, "It was just the way you said it and it like sounded rude." What? And that's why I'm pissed. This is why I'm pissed. Okay, let me go on another tangent. Our generation, we are so focused on tone and not the message people are trying to convey. Did the initial comment sound rude? Sure. But were there good intentions behind it? Yes. Some of those things could be poorly executed, but I think this comment was warranted. Just because people aren't sugarcoating things, that doesn't mean that what they're saying is any less true. If anything, you guys love it when people don't say what they mean because you love how much power you have over the conversation. Although I don't like it sounded rude though. Although I didn't like that comment very much, I think this one I don't think this one's any better. Y'all attitudes are the reason why you guys get groomed and what? I'm sorry, what? But who has set that foundation? Who has taught younger people that their worth is tied to external validation from strangers online? Who? Because my generation has made it a habit to post suggestive content every single day, getting flown out, degrading and disrespecting, all in for what? And you guys encourage it. You guys feed into it. You people breed these environments all of the time. Children get roped into this as well, and you're getting mad at the children for being products of their environment? Put people in harmful conditions, have them face the ramifications of those conditions, and then blame the people for that sort of environment? Are you serious? And also groomed and duped? The way you said this should have been applied to the fatherless women getting dinked and doinked by random pookies because they have a warped perception of what masculinity is, because all it is to them is, oh, look how much money they have, and oh, look how hot they are, or whatever. This should not apply to children getting groomed just because they've been misled into thinking that that sort of attention is okay. We've glorified mental illness to this insane degree. Young women and young girls strive to be sicker every day. Because of this hypersensitivity, no one can intervene because nowadays everything is a trigger. Everything. Anything can feed into this illness, right? You guys romanticize it online. You guys project that stuff onto your partner and everyone else around you, and then you guys get mad when they don't know exactly what to do about it. And it's messed up all around. How come no one shows the downsides to these things? How come they get to pick and choose which disorder sounds like a blessing and a curse all at once? People LARP having autism because, oh, I'm different. People LARP having BPD because, oh, I can be obsessive. People can LARP having OCD, right? Because, oh, I'm a little too organized. How come they never LARP having MPD? How come they never LARP having ASPD? I'll wait. And what is all of this, or what is this for? External validation. They want to feel sick so that other people can notice them and feel bad for them. They also don't want to confront their own issues. They don't want to blame themselves for anything that happens, even if it's self-inflicted. People also have their priorities mixed up. Every time I hear about allegations, they always talk about the most nothing drama the world has ever heard, followed by a damning allegation, followed by damning allegations even. Oh my gosh, they're sexist, they've said the B word before. But also, oh, but by the way, they're also pedophile. I'm sorry, huh? One is arguably worse than the other. Why are we so focused? Why are we focused on what they've said? What about what they've done? I don't give a damn about, oh, they've said this, they said that this one time. If people are so quick to get angry at something so minuscule, they'd hate anybody who thinks remotely differently. I can guarantee that. And there's more I can say, but I don't have the words to put it at the moment. But yeah, thank you for listening to my rant. Bye-bye.